My name is Lawrence Ray, also known as LRW3, and today, man, I have man, the Warner Robins GOAT here with me, man. If you don't know who this is and you do music in Warner Robins of Middle Georgia, probably need to do a history check, man, but that's what we're here to do for you today. You shouldn't have to introduce yourself, but just for fun, man, introduce yourself to the people, man.
Man, I go by Supa Polo, formerly known as Mr. Polo, from 31093. I'm a son, a father, a big dog, a little brother. I'm all, man. I'm everything, for sure.
Just want to first off start by thanking you because for the podcast, we look for milestones. This is a milestone right here. Everybody, like I said, because I know I got a national audience now, everybody may not understand, but in Warner Robins, if you claim you for Warner Robins, you got to understand what this one is, man.
I appreciate that,
man.
Right?
That's love. But just had to get the same energy on camera as off camera. But go ahead. We're going to start first before we get into the music, man, and walk these people down on your story, man. Let's just start pre-music, man.
Okay.
Just tell them what was going on early on.
Man, Lil Tonio. Ain't nothing, man. Just a regular kid, man. Same like you, man. Little boy raised on the north side. Growed up, mama, 4 sisters, no brother, no daddy. I stayed outside, always on the bikes, you know what I'm saying? Always jumping somebody's gate, always stealing somebody's plums out their tree.
Gotta steal, hey,
you know what I'm saying?
That's how it was.
Straight up.
Now speak to growing up on the north side. You know, I'm from the north side, you from the north side. A lot of people who aren't from the north side, it does have a negative connotation for whatever reason, which I don't really understand why it still has one now, because they ain't really doing nothing too crazy over there, but you know how the north side is. Yep. Now, back in our day though, I ain't gonna lie, it's a little different, but just speak to the experience and how do you think that came into you being who you are growing up on the north side, because it's something you're very proud of, as am I.
Nah, for sure. And two, I wanna, I'm gonna answer what you're saying. But I think it's a misconception to me as well. I'm not a street nigga. You know what I'm saying? I think
that's a thing too, going on the north. Everybody think
they just assume that I'm not a street nigga. I'm a nigga from the I'm somebody from the north side of town who associate with everybody. I kicked it with street niggas, backpackers, the same boys I grew up with, I'm with them today. You see what I'm saying? And we all do all different types of walks of life. But I ain't a street nigga, you know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people get that misconception and they think that about me, but yeah, I grew up on the north side. I was not having like that for real, but it wasn't like I wasn't kicking though. Mm-hmm. I wasn't running down like, for sure. Niggas who know Low went on that. Low a player. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what it is.
I think a lot of people, especially growing up on the north side, confuse somebody trying to be a gangster, somebody just trying to be a man. Like, bro, I ain't out here on no street stuff, but it's just certain stuff you just ain't gonna do because I'm a man. But a lot of people confuse that. But I'm glad you made that distinction, because everybody quick be like, especially from the north. Oh, you from the north side, man? Oh, we know how y'all get that. Who is y'all, man? Right. Like, everybody gotta be doing that, man. Some of us trying to do something positive.
And that's for any young nigga out there who watching me who think Polo, yeah, I'm trying to get like that. I'm trying to drive what he drive. I'm trying to look like how he look. I'm trying to have what he have. I ain't a street nigga. See what I'm saying? Shawty went in, you know, I had a W too.
That's
you know what I'm saying? I'm just putting you down.
And that's one thing, I'm gonna give you your credit early on again, because we gonna try to, they gonna figure it out by the end, but you know, for people who don't know, growing up in Middle Georgia, especially on the north side, you know, to put this in proper context, I don't wanna say at the peak, because you still killing it now, right, but at the peak of your power, on the north side, you know, that was around, what year we want to put that out? I know that was when Wayne was popping. That's when T.I. was at his height.
Like 06 to 08 type shit.
I'll probably tell you up till 10 to keep it real.
Keep it going.
I ain't trying to hype you, but you had a little bit longer than that. But at the peak of your power, like I said, it was Wayne going crazy. It was T.I. going crazy at that time. And don't get me wrong, we knew who they were, man. We rocked with them. We listened to their music. But on the north side, we didn't want to be them. We want to be Polo on the north side. That's just being real, man. Everybody wanted to be Polo. Everybody wanted to be Fule DC or whatever his name was at that time, man. Right. You know, he had 1,000 names, but that's who we wanted to be. Those were the superstars to us, man. So I guess I gotta ask you: was music always what you plan to do, or how do we flow into the music?
The music, it wasn't something that I always wanted to do, but it was something that I always wanted to do. Let me see, break it down. I knew I was not an athlete. I was not.
I was gonna ask, we at least try to play sports. So like, how we got to the music?
Tried it. It wasn't it. Then what it was, the band, I couldn't really just get it together. I really was had to find me myself type shit.
What instruments you was in on the band?
And we're gonna just skip past that.
Hey, awkward story, random as hell. I tried to get in the band too. I think the band didn't want me to be in the band because I was about, I swear to God, bro, I was like 5 foot, 100 pounds. Bro gonna try to give me the tube of all things. Like, bro just wanted me to quit, man. Then, we was on the north side. I ride the bus home. You know how the north side was at that time, bro. You trying to get me picked on here, man. I can't hop on here on the bus with that.
For sure, nah, I ain't. The band, yeah, that didn't work. So then, like I said, athletes ain't work. So I just was just trying to find myself, bro, like any other kid, bro. I swear. I was, all my friends played video games and stuff. That really wasn't for me. I ain't, man. Anime, Dragon Ball Z, wasn't for me. I swear, bro, it was just a lot of stuff, bro, that everybody liked. I ain't give a fuck about, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, I just had to, I could say I was only boy, you know what I mean? So like, no real, like, father figure in home, so it's like I was in my room, man. I remember the day I put them headphones on, boy, and I heard T.I. I'm serious. It was over with. This is what I want to do for the rest of my. But he said it. Well, if rap don't work, what is that? Yeah, man. He gave, but for sure.
Nah,
for sure.
fire.
That's when it was, man. I just had to find. I just knew. I knew, bro. I was trying to get some cheese, bro. Let me be all the way honest. I wanted to get some cheese, bro. And I looked at rap as the fastest, easiest way to make money.
Oh, that's a good answer.
And then I found out that I had a talent with it, and I loved it. And then I started to fall in love with music and rap to the point where the money didn't even matter.
That's different. Like,
for sure.
That's different. That's the love for it too. Because when you're doing it because you love it, it don't matter how much you make. Now, if you make it, it's cool. But it's like if you only doing it to make money and you don't make money, you don't want to do it no more.
Sure.
But that's the difference, and that's probably why you did end up the way you ended up, because it was actually love, not for the money. So our first song. How long after we realized that we were gonna do this did we make the first song?
Man, I was making songs. Man, I got songs on tapes. I was doing it like on my own self. I was holding a recorder next to a speaker box and rapping over an instrumental, you know. I still got a tape, you know, that I did as a jit on how I just explained it. And that was probably my first song, Dance Girl. Yeah, my big sister be rapping it to me, teasing me about it and everything. Like, and then, but my first actual went to the studio to record a song was with Cordero Duggar, AKA Young Fetty. He took me to Taylor Connor, Butler, Georgia, to a studio, and that's when I actually recorded the song.
That's a fact. So let's talk about, now was that before your first big song? Well, I guess, did you do that actual studio with Kimani?
Nah, that was at my boy, shout out to Jay Felon at the time, Jamal Newton. He doing big shit for like ATL and stuff like that, the TV show. But
talk to us. That was a North Side smash, man. I remember that song.
He had a studio in his house. We did that in his house.
And free Kimani, by the way, that's my guy, man.
Shout out to Kimani, man. The hook didn't even go like that. These niggas want to hit. Kimani said, man, Antonio, that hook sorry as fuck. Boy, change it up, man. I redid the hook. And then he was like, boy, that's the one.
That might have been the first real, like, Northside anthem, man. I don't remember, like, no disrespect, because, like, when I say these things, you know, I'm speaking of our generation. I'm pretty sure, you know, the city been here a long time. Pretty sure it was anthems before then. I just don't know them. I just can't speak to them. But for our generation, man, that's probably the biggest anthem at that time. I mean, later on, not the hype of course, my guy Fule, we know the song he had, that was another anthem. Sure. We got Brother Haitian later on with his anthem.
Sure.
But I can't think of one like that was at that level, not being by. Do you know another one that took over the city for like a minute? Like
not like as a quote unquote local rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right now.
I'm going crazy.
Yeah, that's why you Polo. Hey, that's why you Polo. So after we get that viral moment, like you said, you met with Young Fetty. Speak to why that relationship was so important for you.
Bruh, when he showed me a studio, that was the first. I always, as a kid, on my bicycle would ride down over there by Vicky Lynn. It was a studio right there. I'd go in there.
His a studio?
Man, this was a long time ago, man. He'll go in, he'll show it to me, tell me how much it is and stuff. I'm knowing I can't afford it. But I'm just like, I just wanted to see. See what I'm saying? And then I leave there. I'll be back in the day we had the phone books. So I'd be looking in the yellow pages, looking up studios, calling them, trying to see how, because I just wanted to see. I ain't never even know what a studio looked like. See what I'm saying? So when Young Fetty took me to Taylor County, Butler, Georgia, to that studio, man, you can ask me, I went to that studio damn near every day. I'm talking about, I found a way to get to Taylor County to go record.
Oh, wait, Taylor. That's
that shit like 45 minutes from
like 45 minutes away, yeah.
Sure. But that's the only studio I knew, so that's the only place I went to. But
so you started, and then he put you on with what, Bubble Beats Production, was it?
Yeah, Bubble Beats Production, KJ. Shout out to KJ.
And then that landed you your first radio placement.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
Hard. Hard. It was and then the timing of it, it was like a football game. It was coming back from the Dome or something like that. And shout out to DJ Smooth. Back in the day, he was on 97.9 WIBB. And yeah, he had us on, you know how you do like the little radio mix show. Mm-hmm. And yeah, he played one of the songs me and Young Fetty had. And man, we was so turned, just so excited just to be like, dang, boy, we on the radio. And they kind of just, just turned us up, man. Like, I'm Polo, you know what I'm saying?
Right, man. Hey, we was proud of you at that time. I remember that. So from there, that's when you start doing shows all over. By that point, I mean, you was probably already solidified on the North as a legend, but you were starting to move on and do more bigger things. Like I tell a lot of artists, everybody want to be a neighborhood celebrity,
right?
But you got to get past that. And we only know you 10 miles within where you from.
Sure. Then
that's only but so good. So you started moving further out as you should, taking that next step. You were doing shows all over, but one show you said was important to you was the one with at DJ Galaxy Quest, which that we kind of showing our age at this point, because like DJ Galaxy Quest ain't even here no more. But speak to why that show of all shows.
Shout out to Zay Tiggy, man.
Facts.
Shout out to Zay Tiggy, man. For one, let me say this piece too. Zay wasn't no hater. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say that to say this. I ain't never kicked it with Zay prior to this moment. You see what I'm saying? I ain't never even. Of course, we had mutual friends. We dap each other. We seen, but it was never like a, and he went to a whole nother school. He had his own thing, bro. I'm pretty sure he knew and knows, plenty of other people who he could have booked at that time.
I don't know. I know you trying to be modest, bro. At that time, bro, if you needed to star, bro, you was calling Polo.
Okay,
like you was calling Polo, bro.
Still shout out to Holmes, man, because Shouted booked me, bro. That was probably my first booking. You know what I mean? Shouted booked me, man. Hey, man, I need you here. And I pulled up. I had my little homies with me. Man, I still got a photo to this day, man. I'm going to frame that guy. But on that stage, man, that was one of the best times. Mickey Money was right there with me. Travion was with me. Kenny E. Fule was with me. Troy was with me. That's what I'm saying. See all them people I just named you? I just named you street people. But I just also named you, quote unquote, backpack people. I just named you, man, Troy be having that shit on. I just named you like drip people. I just named you like you can't just box me and just say I'm this. You know what I'm saying? I get cheese. I take paper like.
And that's probably honestly,
I get money.
That's probably honestly why you were able to get to the level you were, because a lot of artists, or just people in general, they just latch on to one style, one type of group. So like, I ain't gonna say it hadn't been people who came through after that was not as talented as you.
Right.
But talent is half the battle. You got to move correctly. Like you said, you weren't trapped in one box where like, damn, I would go do this, but I can't because that's gonna ruin my image. They think I'm a street dude, or I can't go over here to the hood because that's gonna ruin my image and try and be too fly with them. But how you were able to come in and out these rooms, everybody, like I said, it's probably been some people with comparable talent. They just didn't move correctly. Right. But that kind of speaks to how you were moving early on. But Philip Williams. What's that name mean to you?
Man, shout out to Philip Williams, man. He was a producer, still a producer. Matter of fact, just, you know what I'm saying, side note, he produced one of the records on Welcome to the Foe. You know what I'm saying? But where we at with it, though, Philip Williams was the first producer who I actually locked in with. He made beats for me. He sent me beats. He would go to his house, his brother's house. He would record me. All my early works, Philip Williams made them beats, bro. Like, all my early works. He made all them beats, and we would sit down together. After school, we would walk down. He lived in the hood over there by Sewell Circle. We'd walk to his mama's house, or we'll be at Duke House. Shout out to Kendrick Causer. We'll be at Duke House. Man, it's just been, Philip Williams really, he supported the kid. You know, I was broke. I wasn't paying for no beats. Bro was just passing them to me like, do this one, do this one, do this one. And he ain't had no tag. So another thing I want to know too, bro, if you go listen to all them old songs, they ain't on Apple Music, but I'm gonna upload them soon. I'm screaming out like Phillip Williams on the beat, like on all the tracks, just so people will know like Phillip, you ain't had no tag, so I was putting a tag on the songs for you, man. Every track, man, I had to scream out your name.
But that showing the age, man. Nowadays you can't get no beat without
a tag.
Without the tag. They need the tag on it about 3 times, man. Just so if y'all ain't sure, I got you, man. But now this is a name I like. Pretty much almost every song I done heard you do. You say this name, man. I don't even probably gotta say it. You know who I'm probably about to say, man. Kenny E, man.
Kenny E.
I still like, even on Welcome to the Fold, you still saying that name,
Kenny
man.
E, man. Yeah, man.
Talk to
man.
us.
That's that guy there, man. That guy inspired me, bro. So boom, how you was saying like, see, I know you a young cat. So for me, man, I used to look up to Drill Team, Hood Life. So I'm saying, so I'm looking at Dolo, Sit Flow Dolo. I'm looking at A-Lo. I'm looking at the time, K9 Assassin. I'm looking at Tyler White. I'm looking at them boys, Santee. I'm looking at them boys like, oh, them boys hard. See what I'm saying? So Kenny E, I was able to, I had access to him. Me and his little brothers was brothers. So I had access to him, K9 Assassin at the time. So I would get around him and eat it drip up. See what I'm saying? He would fly as hell in school. I mean, I wasn't having that shit on, man. They just keep it a bean, man. I ain't, like I said, I ain't know who, you know, I was green beans, you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at Shawty like, damn, I like how he piecing that up. And woo to woo, I get to school, you know what I'm saying? Now I got on something similar, you know what I'm saying? But it's just, he was somebody, but he mentored me. He was like, nah, bro, don't do that. Or, you know, like when I had my child early, bro, in life, bro, he was somebody he could relate to me because he kind of sort of did the same thing. So it's somebody I can console to. He was really and still to today, bro, it's somebody I can call on. I don't feel, you know, what it is. He ain't judging me, I ain't passing no judgment. He just real honest with me. Somebody I can be quote unquote vulnerable with because I don't talk to nobody. You know what I'm saying? When I say nobody, it's like, if I don't know you, I don't love you, but you gonna get this generic ass version of Polo. You see what I'm saying?
As you
and
should.
That's just, you know,
as it should.
I'm pretty sure everybody got that same kind of defense mechanism to protect their energy. But that's just one of the, you know, Kenny, one of the ones who kind of know me, like the real me, you know?
And I like this. We starting to go, because like, of course, when me and Fule sat down, obviously I gave him his flowers, started. We kind of pulling this thing, it's one of Robin's music scene all the way back. Because like me and Fule sat down, gave him his flowers. He gave you your flowers. Now you here, giving the generation before you they flowers. Hopefully, man, we can keep pulling this thing back to figure out where exactly this music we want to start.
Yeah, where it came from.
That's what we got to keep figuring out, man. We got to get them on here now, see who they came from for real.
My boy got Clone too. He was a part of that, you know.
Yeah, I just sat down with Clone too. Shout out Clone.
Exactly.
Definitely talented. So Kenny E's the one who helped you get on with One Way, is that correct?
Exactly. So when Kenny,
now hold on, before I get you to answer this, again, proper context. At this time, and of course, you know, I was super young then, so I wasn't too familiar with the industry as I am now. But at that time, you the hottest thing in the streets moving.
Right.
So I could be 100% wrong, and like I said, you could correct me if not. I would assume you had a couple opportunities. Now that was before everybody and their mama wanted to start a record label.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I'm pretty sure you had some opportunities at that time. What made you decide on One Way?
Kenny, one word, Kenny.
That's it. As he said. Kenny. That's all you needed was Kenny. That's all it was
because it was a trust thing. I don't know, man. I was with C. Kane and Archie. Shout out to them boys, man. That Gone ENT, man. I ain't never signed though. I think Best signed and Key Money had signed some. I don't know. I don't know. But them boys, they know it's super love. You know what I'm saying? But
what made you not sign?
I don't know. I just always look. I didn't understand. If I never wanted to do something I didn't understand.
I like that answer because you know nowadays we hear every artist crying about they in a bad deal and stuff. And I don't know. I might. Because again, I've seen some contracts, they be like, I don't feel bad for no artist who's in a bad deal. Because to be in a bad deal, that means the deal was in front of you. So if you signed it, that means one, either you signed the stuff you don't understand, which is your fault, or two, it was cool because you just wanted to get signed, and now, hey, accept the consequences.
Yeah, I just ain't understand. That's all it was. It wasn't no knock to C. Kane, no knock to Archie, no knock to, you know what I'm saying, none of them boys. The whole Gone ENT, but this especially, man, this is, like I said, long way to fuck back then. I ain't understand that stuff, man. I was just, I don't get it. So I didn't even want to put myself in a position where I didn't even You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like they
Nah,
was
that's
finna
smart.
give me $30,000 to sign or something like that. So I didn't know what am I signing? You
Hey,
know?
what about sign other than say I'm signed? They said at that point. But I remember you at that time yelling out One Way Entertainment. So you was
Hell
like
yeah.
associated with them at the very least.
No. So that was gone. So with One Way, I don't even think I even signed with them either. But
Hey, you said like you was about to come. I ain't signed them either. Man.
but Keon and Kenny E, because Keon was like the label owner, and Keon and Kenny E, bro, them boys showed me a different life, boy. Like, cause I'm still in high school, man. You gotta understand, I'm still in high school.
Put us in the right timeline. What year is this?
Man, what year is this? It had to be like 2007. 2007, that's what I'm gonna say. So I'm still in high school, man. I'm in the
So you couldn't have signed if you wanted to, man.
I'm performing Tuesday nights in titty bars in Macon. I'm talking about, yeah. You see what I'm saying? And gotta be to school Wednesday morning for economics class. See what I'm saying? Straight up, man. Like
how they getting you in there?
And we didn't have Snapchat then, but yeah, Shawty was living. You hear me?
Hey, trust me, we knew. We knew on the north side you was doing your thing, man. So from there, man, what grade were you in then at that point? 2000?
11th or 12th, because I graduated 08.
So in between there and graduating, did anything else of importance happen?
Oh, let me see of important, man. A lot. I mean, I was doing shows, man. One Way, ENT, shout out to them boys. They really just, cause he had connections, man. So he was, like I said, he was damn near
moving around
right there with DJ Smooth. Like he was doing a tour with Smooth. So I would be opening up for Gorilla Zoe or opening up for Jody Breeze, whomever. And then like, you know what I'm saying? I got footage of these things. I want to package it up, like make a documentary and stuff and really put it together. But I got this footage. Like I
feel like you need a documentary.
I got shows of this stuff.
I feel like, and again, that goes back as we move further and further away from time. Like anything else, history, man, has an unfair way of not remembering it the way it should. I think you need to put a documentary. Because I don't think, and again, it's the same way, like.
But I don't want just my version. Not to cut you off, I don't want my version. I want Kenny E to speak so you can hear it out of his mouth. I want Fule to speak so you can hear, you know what I'm saying? So you can hear it. So you don't just think that I'm just telling you, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, this is stuff, like, even Fule, in 2007, around the same time, man, that man had a song, I want to say, shake that ass. I'm telling you.
Yeah, come on, man.
Bro, when I
heard
the
wrong person on Fule.
When I heard the song, man, I'm like, yo, what is this? Who is this? I'm on the remix. What it is, he don't even know it. I found the beat. What the beat at? He don't know if he gave me the beat or I found the beat or however. I got that beat, boy, and went and did a whole nother song on that same, cause he don't count, bro. Man, we've been locked in ever since.
I remember that, cause like again, people go watch the one Fule obviously, so we don't have to repeat the whole video. But as he mentioned, of course, when I told him about how he jumped on one of my first songs and that pushed me, he mentioned that same thing you did, man.
Listen.
It's the lineage right here, man. That's how it go down, man. People don't realize, man, how important it is. Everybody, they don't do it as often no more, man. Everybody just want to be the star, so nobody wants to reach down and just get the next guy up. But that's probably why we ain't had a Fule, a Polo, anybody like that. Honestly, since, like, don't get me wrong, it's a lot of talented people. But everybody, I think, after y'all, and maybe because y'all was in a crew, and then after y'all, towards my era, that's when you start having the groups. But out that whole group, you got one rapper. So now everybody ain't connecting, ain't doing nothing. This my guy, we gonna try and put him on, we ain't gonna pretend he don't exist. Y'all weren't doing that. You was rapping, you was telling my man rap, your man was telling him you rap, y'all was actually moving.
For sure.
We weren't doing that after y'all, I ain't gonna lie. Everybody,
yeah.
My guy, then north side, south side, all that stuff started happening too. So we definitely weren't showing love to nobody from over there. So that's probably why there wasn't able to be a Polo who was getting love from all over, because you just weren't allowed after that.
Man, I thought I made it. I was doing
shit. We thought you made it too, man. What you mean?
Girls parties like Quintiette, like I ain't gonna say no name, but I was doing like I'm talking about book now, like.
You ain't gotta tell me. I know. If you on the north side, you ain't gotta explain nothing. We know it.
So I just thought it was just a different time then. And then, but just to move forward with it though, man. When I had my child, bro, that when I had to, hey man, you gotta go get some cheese.
That's a fact. So speak to that at 17, of course. At 17, you had a child. Now, child is never a bad thing, of course. I don't know if you wanted a child that soon, obviously, but a child's never a bad thing to have. But it then required you, of course, like you said, you had to get some money. You got a kid on the way.
That's a kid with a kid.
Yeah. So, it made you join the military, which again, military. I'm in the military, so I ain't gonna, it is
Right.
what it is. But you was still moving so heavily in the music. Did the child kind of? Would your music have went different had you not had a child? I guess that's the question we gonna ask. Or did that kind of force your hand and you had to go do something else?
You said if the music it would have went different.
Yeah. If you didn't have a child on the way, do you likely still go to the military to make some money, or do you keep pursuing the music?
I'm 100% a million percent in with the music, but also too though, everything happened for a reason,
That's a fact.
So like, if I would have crashed, boy. If I would have crashed, boy.
So, hold on, I can't let you slide. Why you think you would have crashed? You just
what? Listen, I just telling you, man. I thought I made it. I was booked. I'm doing little girl parties. I'm doing titty bars. I'm for this rapper. Like, not saying I had the big head, because I was around people like Kenny E and Keon who, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm glad I was around the older guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they humbled me. They made sure, hey, bro, you, no matter how much cheese you get, this, and that, you still got to move a certain way. But to a certain extent, what I'm saying is, I would have stopped for nothing. Maybe it's a good thing, but I would have relationships, fucked all them up. I would have did anything to get to be him. See what I'm saying? Because with them babies, I can't think like that. You gotta like, okay.
it forced you to make.
You gotta be responsible. See, I would have. I'm all in with if it. See what I'm saying? Without the baby there, I'm all in. That's what I mean by crash. Because if it wouldn't have worked, boy, I'm at zero. See what I'm saying? I'm one of them.
That's deep.
I can't. I'm one of them. If I fuck with you, I fuck with you. And if I don't, I don't. I'm at zero. See what I'm saying? It ain't even like we got beef or anything. Like, you just don't even exist to me. It ain't no ill feeling. You just don't exist to me.
So speak to your time. This is probably the part of your story where I kind of lost track of you too. So I know anybody else kind of like me. This is the part of the story where we need you to fill in what was going on at this time.
All right, go.
So, all right, we get into the military.
Yeah.
What was going on in Polo life at that point? What were we doing? I mean, how was that experience in the military? And I think you was still making music, correct?
Yeah.
All right.
I was making music, but let me say this. Remember I told you now, I started making music because I saw that as a way to go get some paper. Okay. I ain't the richest nigga, but when I went to the military, I wasn't working at McDonald's like the rest of my homeboys. I wasn't working at the shoe store. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the military, so my checks compared to their checks. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially, I'm 18, 19 years old. So like, I ain't making music to make money no more. I already got sweet.
You getting the check now. You getting that BAH and everything?
You get that cheese. Now now you still making the music, but now all your music talking about how much money you got. But you ain't even got no money. you got $3,000. Talk about all this bit, and I swear, bro, and that one folk probably it ain't believable. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe you, shawty.
Yeah.
And then, but even then, I ain't believe me. You feel me? Like,
and that was a big thing on your early music on the north side. You was talking about the north side, so we believed you. We was here with you. We was seeing it. That's probably why too.
For sure.
That make perfect sense. Why, like, man, I ain't really hear too much in that time period about Polo, but that might be why, man. We ain't rocking with that right now.
Cause it was all let me see, it was flamboyant. I was very
in your face with it.
Very in your face for what? You see what I'm saying? And I wouldn't even have it. Nigga had no cheese. But what was an E1?
See, you came in a private, man. Right about getting the racks.
I'm telling you, man.
Get what, probably $800 or so every 2 weeks, something like that.
That shit just really like, it humbled the kid, like, because once you see it, like, yeah, bro, you ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you keep on trying to rap about it and make it believe. It's one thing to manifest it and to, you know what I'm saying, to speak it into existence, but That ain't what you do.
But to shoot you some bail though, growing up on the north side, man, we was broke. So
we
like
was broke as a fool.
Yeah,
man.
so like even though we may not have the level of money compared to like them type of people.
Nah, for sure.
Hey, right now compared to what I was just doing,
Oh.
bro, I'm getting to it.
Exactly.
Like,
That's how I felt. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? Like, exactly. That's how I felt. That's how I felt. I was, a week ago, I had nothing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Now I got a little bit. And
Now I got
hopefully
a little
next week I have a little bit more and we keep it moving. But
Exactly.
But when you start talking like when you got that little bit now, you talk like you got a lot of it. Hey, hold on, bro. Hold on, man. Chill out,
Instead of
man.
just talking like I had to live when I had to live.
Like we would have liked the progression. But how long were you in the military?
I did 4 years.
The 4, hey, I was like, sheesh. I'm counting down my last year and a half. I done did 6. So hey.
Okay.
Hey, forget it, man.
Hey, man, thank you for your service.
Hey, man. Hey, don't thank me. I'm in the reserve, bro. I ain't doing nothing for it, man. I ain't about to lie to you.
Yeah, man, I did. I deployed.
See, yeah, you actually did something important.
Yeah, man, it was cool. It was cool and too, I like the military though, bro. My first duty station was Germany. I was doing music in Germany.
That's
I was
dope.
performing in Kuwait. I'm talking about, like, I never stopped doing it. I just, my reasons for doing it kept changing.
That might be the disconnect into why we like didn't really hear about it. Like, at least for me, I don't know if anybody else.
Bro.
And then you gotta start thinking that's around the time generation switch. So it's starting to go out. I always say generations because I don't want to say just generation. That just sounds too big. When I say generations, I speak of who was you in school with. Usually your generation is about 2 years before the people you in school with. Because the people you in school with gonna tell you about those people. But you gotta think, once you done been out of school for a while, you know, DC done come, they leave school. We come, we leave school. Now this new generation of people coming in, they barely know me. They may or may not know Fule, and at that point, they probably don't know a Polo. We passed they level. When you was at your peak, these people probably in 3rd or 4th grade.
Exactly.
They don't know. So now it's a whole different generation that never really experienced you at your peak. So that might be why too. The music was changing. The new hot guys in the town with them young boys doing whatever, man. But I'm trying to figure out how.
You got to adapt and just keep going. But that's one thing how I got them back. You know what I'm saying? Because Shotty just kept going. Just kept. As long as you keep creating yourself, man, I done went from Mr. Polo, 122, Antonio.
See, I missed that whole wave.
So I'm saying, I done did all this. I'm saying, like, just to, you know what I'm saying, you got to get in the groove, bro, and that go for anything that you trying to do. I don't care whatever it is you ain't got to be making music. You can be washing cars. You can, you know what I'm saying, it don't matter what you're doing. You gotta keep reinventing yourself, keep creating, you have to, bro. You try to try to sell me a CD.
Well, what am I even play, man? Most cars don't even come with CD. Where I play this CD at, man? Like,
Or a tape.
Like, what I'm gonna do with that? No, that's facts. So we do our time in the military. You get out, and then do you immediately shift gears all the way back into the music, or let me ask you this? Because after 4 years, after 4 years, I'm pretty sure you were getting money in the military. After 4 years, you was at the very least a specialist, so you was getting a high. What made you get out? What made you not keep getting the military money? Were you just done with it? Because military is draining. So were you just done with it mentally, or you was like, nah, I think it's time to really go.
I made some poor choices, for sure. So them young niggas out there watching, I made some poor choices. And that cost me that military career. That cost me that cheap.
So that was a nice way to say basically the military decided your career was over right there?
Sure.
Oh, okay. No wrong with that.
Sure.
We see a lot of people go like that, man.
Nah, I know. But come on, man. I don't trip. That one thing, but see, I'm different. I'm resilient. And like I was saying, I don't talk a lot. You know what I'm saying? That probably be my flaw, because a lot of the homies probably be going through some of the stuff that I done already went through, and I done already figured out how to bounce over that, roll around it, run over it, jump over it. I can go through it again, and I know how to slam dunk on it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a resilient guy, man. Like, life be beating me up all the time. You know what I'm saying? But I smile through all that stuff. I don't trip. Man, listen. In my mind, bro, this is a video game. I don't want to get too crazy. Y'all start thinking I'm weird, but I'm putting you down, man. Like, I ain't tripping. I don't trip for what? Man, that stuff gonna get handled. That stuff gonna get handled. Whatever it is, that stuff gonna get handled.
That's a fact. Well, you speaking now. You speaking now. So we get out of the military. Like I said, you jump right into the music.
Right into the music.
You and Fule, y'all jump into a crazy song. But something happened with the beat.
Yeah.
And it had to be remade. And it walked you right into, was it Pretty Boy, correct?
Pretty Boy on the beat, man.
Talk to us about that time, man.
Dang, bro, that my dog, bro. Like,
first off, what was wrong with the original beat that it had to be remade?
what was wrong with the original beat? We didn't own the beat.
Oh.
We just didn't own the beat. We didn't. That was it, man. And when you say jump right out the military, jump right into it. And then we do this My Hood record. We shopping, we taking these places and stuff like that. We ain't on the beat. So DJ KD at the time, he coached KD now. He introduced me, Fule, the Pretty Boy on the beat. I don't know if Fule probably already knew him or not, but he introduced me to Pretty Boy on the beat. And man, we were locked in ever since, man. I think our first beat was that beat for My Hood, the remake, which turned into Gone Bad for Lil Brother Haitian. For sure. Shout
out to Brother Haitian on that. That was a hit. Why didn't I guess I gotta ask the Brother Haitian, like, that was a hit. Why didn't we keep that song for you though?
Motherfucking hit. Why didn't we keep?
Right, I'm gonna ask the questions, man. If we had the beat, why did we not keep that song, man?
We went to the studio with the beat. I forgot something happened. Something happened and we didn't do it for some reason, for whatever. I'm not even sure. But I remember we was in the studio with the beat and we didn't do it. And then I ain't know nothing about the beat exchange with Fule and Brother Haitian.
Oh, okay.
I heard the beat on SoundCloud. That bitch had 20,000 views. Jamming. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, and Pretty Boy played it for me. I'm right there with Pretty Boy. He said, but you heard this one? I think he knew too. So you heard this one? I said, nah, I heard. What it? He saw my face. He said, yeah, man. He said, you know him, right? I said, nah, I don't know, dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it being, like you said. I don't.
Yeah, different generations. Brother Haitian was right after me, so that's why I said that go to generations. He probably still should have been in. He probably still should have knew you though, to keep it real, because he in my generation. But you know.
No. It wasn't no shiesty stuff and no stuff like that.
Nah.
That. I just was unfamiliar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I just was unfamiliar. And then when bro told me, bro, it's little Brother Haitian, Gregory Jones or whomever, woo. Like, oh, okay, boom. He said, well, how he get it? You know what I'm saying?
While we on this topic, yo, how you got hit up in the ass?
So yeah, Pretty Boy was just like, man, I don't know, man, you gotta holler at DC. Like, oh, okay. All right. So then, yeah, so that's it. And then I want to say they had worked out some stuff, but essentially, bro, get what? I don't got the beat. Rest in peace, Pretty Boy. He don't got the beat. Fule ain't got the beat. Hell, I don't even think Brother Haitian got the beat.
That's crazy, yo. That's crazy. But shout out to Brother Haitian, man. One of the first. That song definitely became one of the biggest songs. And I'm not gonna front, cause you had. I'm gonna keep it real. You probably produced. You or Fule probably produced the biggest song for the North Side. But I'm gonna keep it real. Just the national wise biggest song from Warner Robins probably was Gone Bad. So I'm gonna give him his flowers on it.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I was living in New Orleans at the club one day and heard Gone Bad come on. Sure. Like this is what we talk about, different levels.
That's a hit.
That's a hit.
Right now today, I play it.
That's
people all the time who never heard it, and bro, what's this? They leave and tell me, hey Polo, text me that song that you had played that time. It be Gone Bad every time.
That Gone Bad was definitely a smash. So we missed out on that one beat, but that ain't stopped you and Pretty Boy's relationship. Y'all started working together pretty consistently though.
Nah, that ain't stopped me and Brother Haitian. That we gained a relationship. That ain't stopped me and Fule. That ain't. Yeah, but I ain't tripping on that, man. What's for me, for me. You know what I'm saying? What's for him, for him. What's for you, for you.
Fact. So you and Pretty Boy, talk to me about y'all South by Southwest. How did that come about together?
Bruh, I'm out there in Texas. Pretty Boy say, hey Polo, I'm finna go out here and do South by Southwest. I'm like, man, meet me in Austin. So I go out there and bump into Pretty Boy same time. Guess who hit me while we on the subject? Lil Haitian. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? He hit me. Hey man, we had got pulled over, man. Police took all our stuff. He said, man, I need you. So shit, when they got back in, when they got in town, he hit me up. So it was me. I was with Brother Haitian, Pretty Boy, all them boys at South by Southwest. It was just a vibe, bro. And that was the last time I seen Pretty Boy. But that was a vibe though, for sure.
It was definitely, because Pretty Boy passed away, was it a few years ago?
I want to say
could be wrong.
2017, 2018.
Yeah, I know it was a while. I know it was a second ago. I remember that, but most definitely, rest in peace to him, man.
Sure.
He's still probably putting out some crazy beats to this day, man. But let's fast forward a bit, man, to the Adventures of Trapland.
All right, boom. So yeah, this when I kind of like, this when I moved to Texas, right? So Adventures of Trapland is the first project that I put out when I was living in Texas, and that had the song on it, Michael Gold Piece. I put that song out, and it did. Up until when I did Mini Me, it was my most performed song in my catalog. It was a Michael Gold piece. And I didn't even know there's people in New England, New Zealand, like, who love this song. You see what I'm saying? That's one thing I would say about streaming that afforded me to get fans and listeners from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just constricted to the north side like how I was when I was a jit, you know what I'm saying? But
do you think, because how you had it on the north side at that time, do you think if streaming was around at your peak, you probably, I ain't about to ask you, because you probably would have had a major.
Man, I'd be stupid, man. Especially if we had like Snap and stuff and people can see like what we was doing every day. Cause I wasn't like, you know, I'm pretty sure like my life wasn't no different than the average nigga.
I don't know, man. Like I said, somebody who was on the north side of the time, bro, we thought Polo to do no wrong, but we don't know.
I'm telling you, we were living life, man. We was having fun. Like, man, we was having fun, bro. Like, having fun, man. With them girls from Perry, them, like, man, we were having fun, man. Like, it was just a gang to us though, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think that's probably what got us through it. And we wasn't on no beef stuff. We wasn't on the too tough stuff. We ain't on that. We ain't too tough for nothing. Like, man, you got it, man.
That's the smartest thing you can do, man. Hey, sometimes you gotta know it ain't that serious, man.
Nah, you got it.
But you do the trap, like you said, you had one of your biggest songs. Then you do Trapland 2 and 3, which wasn't well received.
Nah.
Why do you think that was?
I was putting out music as a let me see, how can I word this? I wasn't making music for listeners, for people to listen to. So I shouldn't even probably put the music out, what I'm saying. Like, that was kind of music that I needed to just get out. Like, them be songs that, like, every artist got them. They just don't put them out, which I probably shouldn't have put them out. Them just be songs that, you know, you getting them out. You going through the emotions, you going through different emotions, you going through different vibes, you just going through different beats. So I'm knowing those projects really want to receive well, you know what I'm saying? But I'm knowing this though, you see what I'm saying? I'm knowing. But those are just things that I just had to get out of myself just so I could move forward. And then that just, you know.
From there we took a break afterwards, correct?
Took a little slight.
Now we say slight, how long was this slight?
That one, after the Trapland series, it wasn't too crazy. And then it went to, when COVID hit, that's when I actually recorded myself on the project, No Hard Feelings.
So after our return. So let's get everybody back on the right timeline. Trapland 3 came out at what time? At what year?
3 was like 18.
So we talking about a 2-3 year break, basically.
About 2 years, yeah.
I ain't judging. I took a 10-year break, so I ain't judging you if you took 10
years. Check him out, man. Yeah, it was like a little 2 years, just a mental, you know what I'm saying? Just be, sometimes, like I said, I gotta go get some cheese, man. I gotta take care of them babies, so sometimes when that music stuff really don't feed you, you know, like I still want to do it. Like I said, so the music I'm putting out really ain't good because I'm still doing it, but I gotta go get some money, so.
Facts. So we come back. What made you, at that COVID period, what made it be the right time to return for you? It just felt right.
I'm in the house. I'm in the house, man. So I just got on Amazon and ordered all the studio equipment and went in the room upstairs, plugged all the stuff up, got on YouTube, no cap, and recorded No Hard Feelings. It's a tape on right now. You can go listen to it. I mixed it. I know it's trash. I mastered it, all that. The beats, like, go check it out. But that's one of the ones, and that kind of got me back in the vibe. Like,
how was that received by people?
The No Hard Feelings was cool. They were like, okay, yeah. Because like the Cash Team song and shit like that, I started like letting them know. Like, because a lot of times people just like, you know, like I said, I ain't a street nigga. So they kind of like, man, and I ain't just like the biggest scammer on, you know, of course it'd be over-exaggerating shit, but I ain't just, you know what I'm saying, I don't sell drugs.
Hey, speaking of that, I was going to wait. Now, a lot of your music do be about scamming, man. I ain't about to ask you, are you a scammer?
Right.
Hey, do you think that's starting to put you in a box now with the scam music? Because a lot, you know.
Hell no, because them scam music be sorry. Like, if you listen to them scam rap, not like the Money Man and stuff like that, but like, I don't want to say
Let me ask you
name.
this. For the people, let me rephrase this question. For the people who don't already know, because the people who know you can rap, we already know that. But for the new people coming in,
okay,
because a lot of your new music has been scammer focused.
For sure.
Is that gonna hurt you in the long run? Because unless we already know Polo can rap, all we really probably know is the scam music.
But I'm gonna tell you this, bro, and I'm gonna be straight transparent right here on LRW3.
Hey, talk to me nice. We here.
Listen, man. The biggest hit in my life. Let me take these motherfuckers off. The biggest hit in my life, okay? Life, okay? Life. Came from me talking that talk, like just really just being, let me see, you know, transparent a little bit, if that makes sense. So why not watch, rinse, and repeat? So now all I'm doing,
once you know they like it, and get the people what they like, basically.
I'm gonna give them what you want, man. And then until you, yeah, people can say, man, I don't want to hear this. Hey, you still, man, Drake raps today how he, man, listen, man.
I feel you. Hey, if they don't want to hear it, go listen to somebody else.
Go listen to something else, man. That's the biggest. Me went nuts, man. I ain't never had nothing do that. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't even trying to do that. So once I learned that, man, I'm not, and then I hear it, man. Go listen to anybody. Go listen to their music, man. Go listen to their first projects, man. Track 1 through 8 sound like 1 1 1 1 1 1. See what I'm saying? And then it's because I gotta beat this melody into you. I gotta beat this
BPM.
these cadences into you. I gotta beat this into you so you know this me. So that's how you knowing. Like, you know, it's just a little science to it. But I don't think it's gonna box me though to answer your question. But I definitely think like,
do we have another style on the way? Or we just still going with the scamming? Is my question.
It ain't that see, dude, like, if you listen to the tape, see, I really just ain't scamming. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I know. I'm speaking for a more general audience, because see, I got respect for you that I'm going to listen to the whole tape regardless. I'm speaking for the people who's checking out a few songs.
Okay.
And for those people who checking out a few songs and who's not actually listening, all they going to hear is scam.
Okay.
So for those, and I don't even, honestly, them people probably don't matter because they're not even probably checking out the whole thing anyway.
Right.
But for that audience who's probably asking that question, what would be your response to that?
Of course, I got a lot of different flavors. Because
I don't think Welcome to the Fold had it. Like, it had this, of course you had some scam stuff in there, but like, I think my favorite songs off the tape aren't even the scammer ones, to keep it real with you.
Nah, the scammer was like How We Do, Free Game, Freestyle. But like you said, like Walking Jesus, I ain't scamming, Telling Lies, I ain't scamming. Like it's a couple joints on that motherfucker. I'm just, you know, just being my. But I do go get some cheese, and too, like, listen, on the whole tape, I don't kill not one person. You listen to that now. On the whole tape, I don't sell not one drug. So like, that's what I would tell those people. Like, so you tell them, you talking to me about my music and you saying this about this records, but you finna get in your car and listen to the first song you finna listen to, he killed the nigga. The second song you listen to, he sold 30 people drugs. The fourth song you listen to, I'm telling you, bro, he spent the block. He had an extended clip. Go back and listen to Welcome to the Fold. And tell me a nigga who died in that nigga was getting paper the whole tape. That nigga was a player. He was getting cheese. He was, you know.
Hey, it's crazy you said that. I said that with an artist not too long ago. And that was, like, that's my guy for real, man. But his whole tape was, they were spinning. But he ain't never mentioned nobody died on his side. Like, bro, y'all undefeated in the streets. It sound like, bro, y'all ain't y'all ain't taking no L's in the streets, let you tell it. But that's a fact, though. It do be a lot of.
And I ain't knocking that. You know what I'm saying? That just ain't for me. Like I said earlier, I'm not a street nigga. So I don't make music that I'm not a street nigga. I go get some cheese. I be fly. I got them take care of my kids. I treat, you know, I got me a couple ladies. I treat them nicely. You know?
That's a fact. So let me ask you this then. Well, you kind of already brought it up. It was this is when I got back like, oh shit, Polo back. I ain't this is why I kind of got back into the mix.
Okay.
Like you said, the viral video, Mini Me.
Mini Me.
Man, when I seen it, I think it was already over 100,000. I'm pretty sure where is it at right now? You know, it's probably over 1 million at this point. It gotta be.
So it's like 1.4.
It gotta be. I knew it. That go absolutely crazy. Now, where did that video even? Did you know you was being filmed? Like, where did that video happen at?
Boom. I knew I was being recorded, but we was on the way we were leaving Warner Robins going to Atlanta. I know we was already in Atlanta. We was finna go meet up with Troy them at the club or something like that. But I just know I was just rapping to my dog. He was driving. I was just rapping because I wrote that verse. And I was rapping it to him because I wanted him to hear. But I wasn't rapping. Like I had told myself, all right, I'm gonna leave it alone, man. I'm gonna check out now. Cause like I said, I just gotta focus on, you know, trying to make sure my baby's straight, you know? So when I get up out of here, when it's my time to go, we all got a date. My baby's taken care of, you know what I'm saying? They can't really do that off a rap dream, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's something tangible, unless he actually went through, he made something, like you said, whether he went and got a deal and it flopped or whatever. You see what I'm saying? So in my mind, I'm thinking like, boom, nah, bro, I'm 30 now. I gotta go make sure I got something solid. So I wasn't doing the music. So then at this point, I'm just doing it for fun. I'm telling my partner, Jay Good, hey man, you should do a freestyle, bro. And then from that freestyle, that be the song that you put out. He didn't understand what I was saying. So I did an example for him. I did a freestyle and I was like, hey, nah, this is what I mean, like something like this, and rap over it. So he was like, but that hard. So I posted it. And I wasn't expecting nothing from that, man. And that thing went through the roof.
But you popped up on my timeline so many times. Again, people from my era, all I seen was the gold emoji. He's like, oh, he back. I'm like, who? Oh, don't tell me he back. Like, everybody seen it all at the same time. So let me ask you this. I guess you already had that verse, like you said. Was that video going viral the byproduct of you then doing the Welcome to the Four tape, or was the Welcome to the Four you was already writing? Was that a byproduct of what made that video?
Okay.
Like, did the video make the album, like the video create the idea to have the album, or were we already having an album and the video just adding to it?
We didn't have that, but listen, we didn't even have that song. So when that video went viral, that's all it was. I didn't have that song wasn't recorded. That song wasn't registered. That song wasn't nothing. When that thing went viral, it wasn't nothing. I wasn't expecting it. And that's kind of why they always say make sure you get your business and stuff in order beforehand, because you never know which one it could be.
You know, like Bobby, if the song hot already, but they ain't selling you that beat for the price they would have before. We already know what it's worth now. I think Bobby paid a crazy amount to get that beat after that, boy. But that's dope. So we come back, man. You start going crazy. You drop Free Game, and then of course we end up here with Welcome to the Fold,
yes, sir.
Which has been going wild. It's been going wild. It's out now, streaming, going crazy.
Out now, man. Got a couple. Hey, man, check this out. I want to say this piece too, man. We done shot a music video for Mini Me. That's on the tape. Truth Being Told, featuring my brother Fule DC. That's on the tape. We just put out a video, Rumors. That's on the tape. We got like 2-3 more videos coming. I'm putting out like half. So 50% of the tape got a video to it. Just know that, man. Welcome to the Foe, man. Straight from 31093, man. I just had to say that, though.
Hey, man, we
working, though. This shit ain't like, we just ain't just put it up and just expecting nothing out of it. We really gonna put in the groundwork and just do what we gotta do. And, you know, make it fun. Like, get them folk the visuals, not only just like the regular visuals, but like the quote-unquote, the visuals that look like rapper visuals, you know? So we gonna do it all. We're gonna do it all, man. Go get Lawrence and some shit too.
Hey, I'm upset, man. I ain't get a call, man. I know I be here and there with the rapping, man. But I could at least had a quick call. Hey, man, you try to get on this one or what, man? But nah, I'm just joking. That's fire though. The tape was fire. Like I said, I could put my phone on so you know I ain't lying about how many times on the screen.
Nah, man.
Truth Be Told, Rumors, Mini Me, all them songs, man.
Sure.
Only reason I pull up like. I be booming you in the car. Usually I'll be pulling up to the studio listening to you. I ain't want to do it today just because, you know, it look a little bit too, man, he just doing that because he probably thought I was going to be here. That's why I ain't play you today. But nah, usually I be pulling up listening to it, man. Because it's a legitimately good tape, man. I ain't just saying that. Like, if you watch any videos, I talk to a lot of artists. I got love for everybody, but I do not sit here and lie. If I don't listen to them, I don't be like I listen to them. I be like, hey, man, y'all support them because, my opinion ain't be all end all, but I don't just sit here and lie and be like, I listen to somebody I don't listen to.
No, for sure.
But nah, I definitely like your tape. We happy to see you back, man. We don't want you to leave again, man. Again,
man.
You bring back the era of Warner Robins music at its peak. So we gotta ask, man, what's next? And I know I'm saying that we just dropped Welcome to the Fold. It's still going crazy. Probably gonna end up, if not already, your highest grossing tape. Like you moving. So it just sounds selfish, but as fans, we are selfish, man. We want more. So what's next?
Nah, that exactly, bro. The day we uploaded it, we was already working on new music. But then that's when I came to the not the realization, but hey, I want to try this. Like, I really want to, try to move forward with like a new artist. When I say that is somebody who like me, like who was finding a way to go to Butler to go record, who was doing whatever he got to do to record songs and shoot video, you know what I'm saying, from all them stages, and then I just want to pour into him or her, and I just want to make that be my first artist, and then we can go from there, and then maybe we can, start the label situation and move, because I know a lot of people, I know how we can get there, I know how we can make stuff look good, especially at a reasonable price. I know how, I know about the publishing, the BMI, about the business side of things, and I know a lot of young artists, especially if they was like how I was, but they don't know any of this stuff.
Yeah,
so I'm just trying to, just try to pay it back, pay it forward, because it's another young kid out there who, I'm gonna go on up out of here. I'm gonna get older and older. So it's a young kid out there who it's gonna be his turn, and he gonna have to do it. So we gotta get him to do it the right way. Somebody from the 478 gotta go global. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to LA, shout out to Chino Capins, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Xavier Omar, but somebody from the 478, I'm somebody gotta go global, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about global.
I think that's the next step though in Warner Robins or just Middle Georgia music. We've had the people like popping in the city, popping in the state, like get a little movement in the South, but we yet to have that one person just really like go the way we want them to go, man. But like you said, it all comes in steps, man. So that's the next step in the lineage for the music here, man. We've tackled a lot of things on you, man, from before you got to the music, to your breaks, to everything. But obviously, I don't know you as well as you do. So I'm going to open the floor now for you to tackle anything that we didn't ask you directly or that you feel like is important to your story for the people.
Man, just know I done sacrificed a lot of stuff for this music. Relationships, friendships, family. Like it ain't going to be easy, but they know my intentions is never ill, never malicious. Like I'm a very, let me see. When I want something, I go get it, regardless of where it's at, how high it is, or how much it costs. And I feel like everybody should be about that, should be like that about whatever it is that they want to do. And that's it, man. I'm just a kid like you, man. Grew up on the north side of Warner Robins. 31093, man. I walked up and down Sewell Circle, Winding Way, Ignorant Code, Table Drive, Suzanne, Vicky Lynn, the State, Sinsan.
Talk it.
So yeah, man, I ain't no different, bro. I ain't no better. I ain't no none of that, man. But one thing I ain't gonna do, I ain't gonna quit. I ain't gonna lay down. I ain't gonna give up. And I'm gonna just keep elevating. I'm gonna keep getting better. I'm gonna keep getting more streams. I'm gonna keep getting more money. I'm gonna keep getting more bitches. I'm gonna keep getting more, and more. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Now, before I let you leave, man, obviously, like I said from the beginning, I think if there was ever a consensus GOAT in Warner Robins, it probably was you. So we gotta ask you,
what's up?
As the person sitting at the top of the mountain,
what's up?
We need to know your top 5.
Top 5?
Yeah.
Talking about, what, like all time? Like out of everybody?
All time.
Talking about just in the 4, like just all rappers?
From the 478.
On the 4? Let me see.
And we need to know who. I ain't gonna try to force you to put them in order. We just need to know your top 5. They don't have to be in order, but we do need a justification as to why they there.
Do they gotta have music streaming and stuff out and stuff like that?
Nah. This is like I said. We talking about different eras.
So shit, for me, number 1, Kenny E. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, K9 Assassin. I seen it. I was right there. I was able to touch it, witness it. I seen how he put his bars together, his cadences, how he, you know what I'm saying? I watched him work, you know what I'm saying? And it inspired me in different ways. Fule DC, you know what I'm saying? Shout it. He inspired me, man. Like I said, bro, every time when I'm quote unquote cold, he hot. See what I'm saying? So it like, I get to see that. I get to see him doing shows and putting that stuff on and, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy, like, look, So and it motivate me. He always, anytime Ryan shot it, he always low. They record. So for sure, him, I like his work ethic. Let me think. Let me go. DP the Don, rest his soul. Only because when I was a jit, man, I was hearing him on the radio. I was seeing him like on flyers, this show.
DP the Don, one of the few people I knew before my era that I remember that name.
Come on, man. So DP the Don for sure. Let me see. For me now, Ray, Young R. See what I'm saying? When he had them, we talking about the foe, man. Shawty had a big influence on my early stages for sure. He was catching them buses. I remember I went on a tour, like a little tour bus up to North Carolina. Shawty stayed working. He was always by their business. He was always humble. He never little boyed me. We didn't, you know what I'm saying? He was always genuine. So I must definitely say Young R. Ray. And how many was that? What's that? What we at?
4.
That's 5.
That was 5? I thought you said 4.
That was 4?
Yeah, that was 4. You got one more.
We from the 4, man. Welcome to the 4.
Hey,
man.
I like what you did right there.
Welcome to the 4, man.
Hey, that's what we gonna stop at. Matter of fact, man, that's what we gonna say. Man, anything else, man, before we close this thing out?
Man, nah, man, I definitely appreciate you for having me. I mean, I like what you got going on. I like the services you provide. I like how you handle yourself, how you present yourself. I like how you market yourself. I'm talking about I like how you got the whole, you know what I'm saying? You handle it and you do it in a very professional manner, my boy. I just want to put you down. I see it on the internet. We love it, man. And then you show a good representation of a podcaster from the folk. Ain't no other podcast even reached out to me. You see what I'm saying? And all these good things this nice gentleman just said about me, and these people ain't even reached out to me. You see what I'm saying? But it's all love, man. I ain't tripping.
Hey, man, it's all good, man. The ones who know, and the ones who don't need to know, man. That's all we can say about that, man. But like I said, here in Middle Georgia, man, here in Warner Robins, Northside especially, man, we love you. We appreciate everything you did for us, man, as far as the music and the times that you probably know you gave certain people, man, at that time. But moments that people had off of your music, we definitely appreciate everything you did. Happy to see you back, man. Don't leave us again. But yeah, we just excited to see the next stage in this lengthy, but definitely hell, a GOAT career already, man. You can't go higher than the top. So, hey. But other than that, man, this great man has nothing else to say. My name is Lawrence Ray, and we are done.